to him who, in the love of nature, holds communion with her visible forms, describes a Barcan wilderness and hills rock-ribbed and ancient. No answer. Summit, you got anything?
No answer.
That's Thanatopsis. And the toss-up. Characters described in this poem include one with a wicked pack of cards, who is the wisest woman in Europe, named Madame Sosostris, and a drowned man who was once handsome and tall as you, named Phlebas. Sections of this poem include the fire sermon and a game of chess. This poem ends with the line, Shanty, and begins, April is the cruelest month. Identify this poem by T.S. Eliot. Norwood.
The wasteland?
That's correct.
I think it's Mr. Hunt. Are you muted, Mr. Hunt?
No, I don't think it's
Very good.
I'm
Does
muted.
everybody have something to write on for math? And the math questions are going to be 20 seconds. I know I can change this. There we go. Seconds.
Wow.
All right, math. 20 seconds for each question. Given a binary number, convert it to base 10. Given a binary number, convert it to base 10. All right, Team B, Norwood. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Any answer?
Somebody answer.
Oh, all right. I don't know. 37.
37 is correct. All right, Team A, Summit. Your number is 11101.
Oh, 29.
Correct. And the toss-up. 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Summit?
76.
That's correct. All right, we'll go back to 10 seconds here. All right, next category is world history. Answer these questions about Roman emperors. Team A, Summit. The conquest of Dacia occurred under what Roman emperor who was the second of the 5 good emperors?
Trajan.
Correct. Team B. What man, whose rise to power ended the year of the 4 emperors, was founder of the Flavian dynasty? Any answer?
Hadrian.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Hadrian.
That's incorrect. Summit, do you have an answer?
Vespasian.
Yes, Vespasian. And the toss-up. During the reign of this Roman emperor, Marcus Lepidus died in a revolt in Upper Germany. This man was romantically involved with his sister, Drusilla, and who came to power Norwood.
Caligula.
That's correct. All right, good. Fine arts. Team B, Norwood. In what country can one find the school and concert hall known as the Franz Liszt Academy of Music?
Oh, Germany?
Yes, Germany is acceptable. They have Hungary or accept Germany since there is a similarly named school there. All right, Team A, Summit. The Giuseppe Verdi operas Otello and Falstaff both premiered at La Scala Opera House in what Italian city?
Naples.
No.
Capri.
Incorrect. Norwood?
Florence?
No, the answer is Milan. All right, and the toss-up. What country issued a 100-mark bill honoring composer John Sibelius until it was removed from circulation in 2002? Summit.
Germany.
No. Norwood? Is it?
Austria.
No, the answer is Finland. Finland. All right, next category is life science. Identify the following molecules. Identify the following molecules. Team A, Summit. Ascorbic acid is the alternative name of what vitamin? A deficiency of this vitamin can lead to scurvy.
Vitamin C.
Correct. Team B, calcium intake is aided by what vitamin that is produced when sunlight hits one's skin?
Vitamin D.
That's correct. And the toss-up. These molecules mutate the normal PRP protein producing amyloid plaques of repeating SC variety subunits. An epidemic caused by these molecules on Papua New Guinea was known as Kuru. These molecules can cause Kreutz. Norwood.
Prion.
Correct. All right, so halfway through, I don't know if you guys are keeping score too. I've got 11 for Summit and 12 for Norwood. Sound about right? All right. All right, next category, world literature. Identify these female authors from around the world. Team B, Norwood. What imperial court lady-in-waiting wrote the novel The Tale of Genji at the peak of the Japanese Heian period?
Kismoto?
No. Summit, you have anything?
No answer.
It is Murasaki. Murasaki. Team A, Summit. What Chilean author published the novel The House of the Spirits in 1982? No answer? All right. Norwood?
Allende.
Correct. And toss up. The fictional sport paintball features heavily in this author's novels Mad Adam and The Year of the Flood, which make up a trilogy alongside Oryx and Crake. This author's most recent novel, The Testaments, is a follow-up to a 1985 novel in which characters at the Red Center are read the biblical story of Rachel and Leah as part of their re-education. Serena Joy and the commander force offered into the Norwood.
Margaret Atwood.
Correct. All right, next category, American government and economics. Answer these questions about the cabinets of U.S. presidents. Cabinets of U.S. presidents. So, Team A, Summit. What woman appointed by Bill Clinton in 1997 became the first female Secretary of State in the United States?
Hillary Clinton.
No. Norwood?
Margaret Albright.
Albright is correct. It's Madeleine Albright, but I'll take that.
Remember, don't use
All right,
first
Team
name.
B, Norwood. What woman appointed by Bill Clinton in 1993 became the first female Attorney General of the United States? Any answer? Okay, Summit? No? Reno, Janet Reno. And the toss-up. This man became the first Attorney General to be held in contempt of Congress during the Operation Fast and Furious scandal. This man, Summit.
Holder.
Holder is correct. All right, next category is physical science. Identify the following effects or phenomenons. Team B, Norwood. Albert Einstein won the Nobel Prize for his research into what effect that describes the release of electrons that occurs when light hits metal.
Photoelectric effect.
Yes, that's correct. All right, and Team A, Summit. What effect can produce red shifts and blue shifts and describes the frequency change of a wave in relation to a moving observer?
Doppler effect.
That's correct. And the toss-up. This effect is rationalized by Huygens' principle, which states that every point on a wavefront is its own source. It's not scattering, but the Rayleigh criteria governs this phenomenon, and electrons can undergo this effect according to the Davison-Germer experiment. This effect is described by Bragg's law, and it was demonstrated in Young's double slit experiment. Identify this effect that describes how light bends around an object. Norwood.
Diffraction.
That's correct. All right, next category, geography. Identify these mountains. Team A, Summit. What second highest peak in North America is Canada's tallest mountain? This mountain is the source of the Hubbard Glacier and a namesake glacier.
Hi.
No answer.
Okay. Norwood? That is Mount Logan. Mount Logan. Team B, Norwood. What highest peak in the Alps is bordered by the countries of Italy, Switzerland, and France?
Matterhorn?
Say his answer. Say his answer.
Matterhorn?
Matterhorn?
Yeah, unmute instead.
Matterhorn?
Matterhorn?
No.
No. Okay.
Straight up no. Just no.
Summit?
Mount Blanc.
Correct.
Bro.
I knew that.
Stupid French people.
Yeah, French.
And a toss-up. This mountain rises at the junction of the Aryan Plate, the Okhotsk Plate, and the Philippine Sea Plate. A forest at the base of this mountain is the world's third most popular site for committing suicide. Summit.
Mount Fuji.
Correct.
Yes, dang it, I should have.
You have suicide too.
I'm sorry.
Japanese suicide.
Logan Paul.
Okay, you know what?
Logan Paul.
And the last category, American history.
Okay.
What is it?
Identify these people who have served as governor of their state.
Okay. John Casey.
Team B, Norwood. Arthur Bremer attempted to assassinate what former governor of Alabama who blocked the entrance to the University of Alabama to prevent its 1963 integration?
If you have an answer.
Segregation thing.
Who's that one guy? That really horrible
Really
guy?
ugly, really bad. Paralyzed. Humphrey.
Are you unmuted?
Answer?
Humphrey?
No, it's not Humphrey. Summit.
Wallace.
Wallace is correct.
Okay. Okay.
Get out of here, Jimmy.
Team A, Summit. In 1986, Bill Clinton won the Democratic primary to defeat what former governor of Arkansas who dispatched the state's National Guard for blocking the Little Rock Nine from entering Little Rock Central High School?
Huckabee? I think it's Huckabee. No, that's Sanders. You're right. Is it Sanders? Okay. Sanders?
Team A.
Answer? What was that?
Okay.
Wait, is it us?
You just said Norwood. What was that?
I think you said Sanders, and the answer is Wallace.
Oh, okay.
Just don't. Was there a question? Was there a
All
question?
right, so toss-up.
Okay. Okay.
This man fought against the Cumberland Telephone and Telegraph Company when he was the chairman of the Public Service Commission. This man wrote
You know
about his
it, Buzz.
plans as president in his book, My First Days in the White House.
If you know it,
His
Buzz.
brother Norwood also served as governor of his state. Norwood.
George W. Bush.
No.
That one might be.
Keep reading. This man promoted the Share the Wealth program, and he was assassinated by Carl Weiss, identified as governor of Louisiana, known as the Kingfish.
No.
Summit?
Huey Long.
Correct.
And this is
I would have gotten that if he would have said assassinated by Charles White.
I'm sorry.
You're good, Chief.
Alright. Is that it?
We don't take anything personally.
Alright, lightning round. We have lightning round.
Lightning round,
So
right?
score check I've got for the team round, I've got Summit 21 and Norwood 20. Is that right? All right, so adding the alphabets, we've got Summit with 39.
Are we not doing lightning?
And Norwood at
And
26.
Norwood with 32.
We're not doing lightning?
Can I not count?
Or are we?
You're 7 points.
Wait, what?
7 points away
What, they were winning?
from beating Dad. 32 to 39.
So any?
Come on, guys. We have 32. They have 39.
Okay.
It's because of the alphabet round.
Yeah, okay.
We're still at landing.
Alright, well, we got odds and evens, so we can't have time. Okay. Sorry, I need to go block the shade. This is the kind of day where the sun.
Yeah, you do.
Go ahead, Martin.
Whatever you gotta do.
Go ahead, Martin.
I understand.
Go ahead.
Alright, well, we got this.
No, it's about to be 7 up. Watch this turn around. Every question is
Every
gonna,
time we say that, we get
every question's about to be Shasta cop.
Don't do anything, alright? Just let it happen.
Everything's about to be Shasta cop.
I
Just
just
let it
know
happen.
it.
Everything is about to be
I'll tell
Shasta
you
cop.
what it is, and you'll go through it.
I'm gonna buzz him before anyone. Every single time he's Shasta cop.
No.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Stupid.
No, there's a chance it could work.
No, because then what if he
Sorry about
actually
that.
knows the
So
answer?
start the lightning round.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, let me clear the buzzers. I'm just gonna count to like 5 in my head, and I'll say the right answer if I don't have
I
it.
didn't mean to do that. My
Okay,
hands
so I have Lily from Norwood as disconnected, so
Are you,
That's why I said take me out.
let's try to get back in.
Yes, I said take me out.
relax. Relax. Chill.
I actually asked in the chat if you could take me out, so I can rejoin.
Hold on a second. Sorry. Let me stop sharing for a second.
You're fine. You're fine.
What? It's so
Okay.
echoey.
Got it.
It's because of his mic. It's
It's
picking
him.
out his speakers.
I could have the thoughts, but I don't know.
No, because the second Lily mutes, all of us are on mute, so it has to be one of them. And I would just assume it's their teaching. Guys, I ain't gonna cap.
What?
My computer's on 6%.
Oh well.
It's alright, I literally have not heard a single answer right, so.
It's a sudden.
Alright, so do you guys like to see the who buzzes in first?
Honestly, I don't care.
Do you want to see me read the questions? I don't know if anybody has a preference.
We don't care.
Who buzzes in, because then we know when to talk. Okay.
No,
Sounds good.
we talk on your
Alright, so
knowledge,
let's
don't
share again.
Come on, get
No,
out.
yeah, you do.
Actually, I was gonna say that, but then he said it first.
CJ.
Alright, so here we go. Number 1. This thinker described a situation in which society provides little moral guidance to individuals as Anomi in his book, The Division of Labor in Society. This thinker is best known for a work that divides the title concept into fatalistic, altruistic, egoistic, and economic varieties. Identify this French sociologist who wrote The Suicide.
Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. I'm just trying to defeat it.
That is Durkheim, Emil Durkheim.
Okay, yeah.
Number 2.
Okay.
This property is explained by the Ising model, and materials of this property have Weiss domains. At the Curie temperature, this property disappears, and materials with this Norwood.
Magnetism? Do you need me to be more specific?
answer?
Ferromagnetism.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
that's something, being like, I can be more specific if you
I
want.
can, yeah, I can be. I can be more specific.
Number 3, in addition to Inherent Vice, this author wrote a novel in which a stamp collection kicks off the protagonist's involvement in a conspiracy theory involving rival postal delivery services named Fern from Texas, and
You know that song?
Trustero. Identify this author who wrote about Oedipa Moss in the novel The Crying of Lot 49. Norwood.
Unmute. Oh, good. Just guess. Just give the answer. There, no
Okay,
answer.
sorry. No answer. Okay, sorry.
No answer? Okay. Anything from Summit? That is Pynchon, Thomas Pynchon.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I
That
love
guy.
Thomas.
Oh,
All
I've
right,
heard
number
of him.
4. This monarch signed the Treaty of Ryswick with William of Orange to end the War of the League of Augsburg. This monarch was advised by Cardinal Mazarin, and his finance minister was Jean-Baptiste Colbert. This king revoked the Edict of Nantes from Norwood.
William the 14th.
Incorrect.
Louis
The
the
issuance of the Edict of Fontainebleau, identified as French monarch, who commissioned the Palace of Versailles, known
He's
summit.
gonna get it.
If I would have heard the
Louis
commission
the
Palace
14th?
Versailles,
That's correct.
you're Gucci dog. You're Gucci dog.
Just get the right answer.
Hey, you buzzed in first and you knew it. It was just a little slip up.
Number 5.
Don't worry.
In one painting by this artist, several people eat outside the titled cafe terrace at night. A foxglove plant.
Nighthawks?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Nighthawks?
No.
Lily, wait till you're acknowledged, please.
A foxglove plant sits next to a sad-looking physician in this artist's portrait of Dr. Bichet, while several ugly
You're okay.
peasants sit at a table in this artist's work, the potato eaters. A swirling sky was depicted by one Dutch post-impressionist artist in Starry Night.
Oh. Van Gogh.
Summit.
Van Gogh.
Correct.
Oh wait. Yeah.
For the art.
Yes.
Not the painting.
Number 6.
Okay. Don't worry.
In the Aeneid, a prophecy by Helenus advises the Trojans to sail around Cape Cicero in order to avoid the wrath of this monster and her companion who lived summit.
Scylla.
So,
Say that again?
Scylla.
No.
What's the other one?
Wait, hello? Charybdis?
Say that again?
Charybdis?
Yes, that is correct.
Yo.
I only know the Odyssey. What's going on?
how's the Iliad?
I know.
Number 7.
We're lucky.
This poem describes how a rocking cradle triggers 20 centuries of stony sleep to become a nightmare. Another section of this poem describes a vast image of Spiritus Mundi. This poem ends by asking, what rough beast slouches toward Bethlehem to be born? Identify this William Butler Yeats poem about the world's end according to Christian mythology. Summit.
The Second Coming.
Correct.
Okay. Rudolph talked about that for like a whole day last week.
You forgot it.
Oh, not for you.
Number 8. The chief cells in this organ secrete pepsinogen and other zymogens. The parietal cells of this organ produce a glycoprotein called intrinsic factor. The fundus, antrum, and greater and lesser curvature are portions of this organ that possesses folds known as rugae. Summit.
The brain.
No. Identify this organ where digestion occurs. Oh,
Stomach.
correct.
I love
I
Jake.
knew it. It's okay.
I was looking at you thinking you buzzed me.
Oh, yeah, I did, but Jake
Number
pressed it
9.
like a
Don't worry.
millisecond.
In 1957, the 9 hands of the cause took leadership of this religion after the sudden death of guardian Shoghi Effendi. This religion's current ruling body, the Universal House of Justice, is centered in Haifa, Israel. Many adherents of the Bab began to follow this religion's founder, Baha'u'llah, in the early Norwood.
Onion?
Islam?
No.
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 How would it be Islam?
Baha'u'llah in the early 20th century identified as Persian religion. Summit.
Islam's in Persia.
Han.
Yes.
Why would it be Islam?
Because Islam is spread throughout the whole Middle East, and Persia made up most of what is now the Middle East.
Israel.
Number 10.
It's not in
This
Israel.
group lost popularity in the United States after one of its leaders, E.C. Stevenson, was convicted of rape. The actions of this group were the subject of the Supreme Court case Brandenburg versus Ohio. A positive portrayal of this group in D.W. Griffith's film, The Birth of a Nation, linked to their Norwood.
KKK?
Correct.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the Birth of the Nation's like, oh yeah, they're the good guys. It's like,
Number
right.
11. Philip Johnson was inspired to design his glass house from this architect's design of the Farnsworth House. This architect designed a pair of glass and steel towers along Lake Michigan that were dubbed the Lakeshore Drive Apartments. Until 2019, a Four Seasons restaurant was located on the first floor of this architect's secret building. Identify this German architect who is known for his adage, less is more.
Less is
No
more.
architects.
Less is more. That's a minimalistic view.
Sometimes the music will
I'm sorry. I am sorry.
East Vander Rose.
I never thought of that.
Number 12. The Kutta-Joukowski theorem and Torricelli's law are both derived from this state. This law is an integration of Euler's equation, and it is applied in the creation of pitot tubes. The Venturi effect is explained by this law that tells how airplanes can achieve lift. Identify this principle, which states that an increase in fluid velocity results in a decrease in fluid pressure. Norwood.
Bernoulli effect?
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Coconut.
I took a box.
Don't trust any.
Number 13. After one character on this show goes to Florida in an attempt to bring back Aaron, his job is stolen by Nellie Bertram.
Everyone
His
trust?
name is
I'm gonna guess the office. 'Cause that is the office. Someone.
The Office. The Office.
correct.
That's the only one I care about.
Yeah.
Number 14. This event began shortly after the signing of the Arusha Accords with the RPF. This event began following an order to cut down the tall trees following the death of Juvenal Habyarimana in a plane crash. Paul Kagame commanded a rebel force that ended this event, which was perpetrated by Interahamwe militias. Identify this 1994 event, which has led to a massacre of the Tutsi population in Norwood.
Rwandan genocide?
Genocide.
Rwandan genocide.
You said massacre.
Yeah, it's the Rwandan genocide.
Number 15.
What,
In this novel,
he said it was right?
Father Paramount
Yeah.
leads people to believe that his decomposing dead body proves that Father Zosima is not a saint. A parable in this novel called The Grand Inquisitor is read by Norwood.
The brothers and girls in Paris.
That's correct.
Hello.
Paula.
Let's go.
Number 16. A city of 2,000 people called Oil Rocks was built on a landfill 60 miles from shore within this body of water. The Alborz Mountains lie just south of this body of water into which the Volga River empties. The city of Baku lies on the shores of this Norwood.
Black Sea?
Incorrect.
That's in Japan,
Caspian.
Shores
Well,
of the sea which
guess.
borders Turkmenistan,
It's the
Azerbaijan,
Caspian.
and
It's the
Iran.
Caspian.
Identify this body of water, which despite its name is actually the world's largest
Yeah,
lake.
it's the Caspian.
Summit.
The Caspian Sea.
That's correct.
What's the difference between a sea and a lake?
A
Freshwater, saltwater?
lake, a sea is something that
Number
empties
seven.
out
Sea's connected to the ocean. Okay, anyway.
This composer purposely did not assign a number to his Manfred symphony. A limping waltz can be heard in this composer's final symphony, which he nicknamed Pathetique. This composer wrote another work in which actual cannons are fired to celebrate his feat. Norwood.
Tchaikovsky?
Correct.
James keeps
That's my
running
son.
and everyone else is answering.
It's fine because you guys know it. Everyone knows
18th
it.
century.
Individuals with Down syndrome are more likely to develop this disease, and those with this disease have an extra copy of the AP Norwood.
Trisomy?
No.
I'm
Extra
looking
copy.
A copy of the APP.
spoke to.
Oh,
This disease is linked to the accumulation of beta amyloid plaques,
Oh, dang
and it is
it.
believed to be caused by hyperphosphorylation. Identify this disease that is linked to memory loss and illness.
Oh my god, I was about to squat in the second bench.
Alzheimer's.
Correct.
okay, sorry about that.
You're rude, cheetah.
Kind of.
I had that. I just listened.
Number 19. After this author published The Problem of Pain, he was invited to give a series of talks about moral law and his namesake trilemma that were developed into the theological work Mere Christianity.
This is true.
In
This
famous
isn't even this question.
summit.
C.S. Lewis.
Correct.
Okay. Should be the last one, right? Should be the last one.
Number 20. The Crystal Bridge and Myriad Botanical Gardens are two of the landmarks designed by Ian Pei that were actually completed from his 1960 plan to redesign the city. 168 empty chairs are the centerpiece of a memorial in this city to commemorate a 1995 bombing perpetrated by Timothy McVeigh.
It's on Boston.
Norwood.
Oklahoma City.
That is correct.
You said Boston. You said Boston.
Yeah,
You said
Timothy McVeigh. Oklahoma City.
All right.
I'd just be
do a
nodding.
score check for this theme round. I've got Summit with 53 and Norwood 52. Is that
Kills me.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Kidding.
You have a
Motion
theme
agree
round.
with
You
me?
have a theme round.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Let's go. 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 Let's go.
Oh wait.
All right. So the theme, who's up next? Given a list of things, identify the next name or item that comes in the list.
Oh my god, I hate these.
Wait.
I hate these so much.
Are we buzzing
Yeah,
in?
First couple
Yes.
we'll see
Yes,
where it
sir.
goes.
Oh no, it was good.
Um,
Go with you.
Given these four names, identify the fifth. George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Norwood.
Monroe.
Correct.
I'm just gonna try and figure out the pattern as immediately.
You just guessed the fifth one.
Number 22, given these five names, identify the sixth. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Summit.
What's one after Jupiter?
So nothing?
Saturn?
Sorry, back to you.
What's your answer?
Saturn.
Yeah,
No, he
that's
just
correct.
thought of that. He just
Yeah, he
thought of
buzzed,
that.
and then he thought of it.
You didn't give it 3 seconds or something.
You're supposed to get 3 seconds.
That was long in 3 seconds.
Okay.
Sorry, okay. Number 23, given these six terms, identify
Oh,
the seventh. I'm assuming that was not a real buzz.
Yeah,
The six terms are lust, gluttony, greed, sloth,
Seventh deadly sin.
wrath,
Seventh deadly sin.
envy.
What is it?
Pride.
Norwood.
yeah. Pride. Pride. Pride.
what?
Pride.
Pride.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Pride.
That is correct.
Okay.
If I start saying the theme, just think of the answer. Because I don't know.
Just relax.
All right, number 24. Given these six names, identify the seventh. Doc, happy, sneezy, sleepy, bashful, grumpy. Summit.
Dopey.
Right.
Why does he keep thinking about it?
Dude, I literally hit it, it didn't register it, and then he buzzed, and then I buzzed. That could have happened.
Okay, number 26. Given these six terms, identify the seventh. Red, orange, yellow, green, Norwood.
Violet.
Correct.
Unmute. Or mute.
No, I wanted the sound to break them.
Number
Okay,
26.
It's like I didn't notice it.
Given these four titles, identify the fifth. Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Norwood.
Order of the Phoenix.
Correct.
Yeah. I knew it, but I didn't think so.
Poggers.
Poggers.
Number 27. Given these four terms, identify the fifth. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Norwood.
Epsilon.
Correct.
Me when I'm epsilon.
Jake went, I know Greek too, sit down.
Yeah, no Greek.
Number 28. Given these six names, identify the seventh. Sean Connery. Summit.
They're not gonna know.
Who's the seventh James Bond if there is one?
Okay.
Sean Connery,
Is there
David Niven, George Norwood.
Daniel Craig.
Correct.
Yeah.
I knew it was James Bond. The second
I didn't know who it
Connery.
was. I thought it was one of them, and I was like,
I just don't know his name.
Number
I
29.
watched all the James Bond movies.
Given these five titles, identify the sixth. President, Vice Summit.
Two, three,
Is it the
Four.
president pro tem?
5.
No.
Okay.
President, Vice President, Speaker of the House, President pro tempore of the Senate, Secretary of State.
Speaker of this.
No, it's the one after.
Is it Secretary of Defense or is it Secretary of
That
Homeland
is
Security?
Secretary of the Treasury.
Okay.
That's ugly. Why is it
And last question, number 30.
Not a
Given
second.
these 5 names, identify the 6th or the next one in the series. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Summit.
Mr. Pleiades.
Capricorn?
No.
That's the 10.
Oh,
Leo?
no, Virgo.
Okay.
You should have let him keep going while you double checked. That would have been the smartest thing to do.
All right, so I've got Summit 57 and Norwood 64.
Good shit, Jake. We all know Jake got it. Good work, Jake. Good work. Freaking did it.
Congratulations, you're here too. Great job.
Really did.
Yeah, good
Really
game.
did a good job for only 2 people.
So yeah,
Good
close
job.
match.
Like every single.
Very good.
CJ got a
Thanks,
few.
Mark.
You
Well,
too.
CJ said if you were in one of them.
What do you want
what's
to?
it for?
You want me to put